Okay, number 10. It just edges out the 1991 and the 2005 edition. It's the 2009 Royal Rumble. Randy Orton won this. He eliminated Triple H to win the match. These two entered in the top 10 right after each other. This was the feud going into it. Add on the legacy teammates of Orton, Rhodes and DiBiase, who were in the final four as well. It was the perfect ending. But it wasn't just that. There was a lot good about this match. Undertaker having a solid outing. Chris Jericho having another solid outing. A lot of, star power in the match. And, of course, RVD's return. Could have been a bit better in the middle. It got a bit overcrowded. But there was a lot good about this match. It was the right finish, the right way to do it. And the right person won. So they stuck with storytelling. And it made sense. So 2009 Royal Rumble is number 10, where Randy Orton defeated Triple H to win the match. Number 9 is the 1990 Royal Rumble. Hulk Hogan, of course Hulk Hogan won this match. This was before the match didn't really mean anything. It was just a title. So it made sense that he had to make sure he won it in the early days. Though, with that being said, he had a lot of star power. It's the first Rumble of storytelling. We'll get to the finish shortly. But before I do that, just go through some of the names that were in it. Randy Savage, Roddy Piper, Ultimate Warrior, Jake Roberts, Dusty Rhodes, Hulk Hogan, to say a few. Again, going back to storytelling, Randy Savage and Dusty Rhodes, Bad News Brown and Roddy Piper, they ended up fighting at WrestleMania. They had moments in the match. Start to show you the storytelling. And then at the end, Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan with the stare down, a little fight, teased the WrestleMania match. Hogan in the end beating two mid-card to upper-card heels and Mr. Perfect and Rick Rude to win the match. It was a decent finish. It was well planned and not much to complain about. It was really good. So Randy Savage should have been in longer. Apart from that, good Rumble. 1990, number 9. Number 8 is the 2007 Royal Rumble. I'll be honest, this is a decent Rumble minus the Great Khali part. I didn't like that. So why is this in the top 10? Solely the reason why it's so high is because of the finish. Everyone's been eliminated apart from the winner, Undertaker, and the runner-up, Shawn Michaels. They put on a 5 to 10 minute classic. It's like a mini match. It previews their WrestleMania matches that come in 2009 and 2010. Fantastic drama. And also, just before we got to them two, the other two in the final four were Edge and Orton. It was, again, fantastic way to tell the story. They were the heels. They didn't trust each other, and in the end, the egos got in the way and they both got eliminated. There were some other few decent bits. Little Ric Flair part of it at the start. Obviously, RVD always doing what he does best. Solid Rumble, but the ending is the main reason why it's in here. It's a fantastic ending. They put on a classic. Reasons why they're two of the best wrestlers, WWE wrestlers of all time. In the end, Undertaker won. It comes in at number 8, 2007 Royal Rumble. In at number 7 is the 2004 Royal Rumble. A classic. Obviously now it's not really remembered because who won it. Chris Benoit did end up winning it, entering number 1, defeating the Big Show last. But let's not forget how much of a well-planned match it was. Him and Orton at the start, 1 and 2, put on a classic, ended it in the match for the majority of it. Obviously the bit with Mick Foley and Orton is one of the reasons why it's memorable. Performances by Kurt Angle, the Big Show, John Cena, Chris Jericho. It's a great match. It's well planned. It's well worked. And at the time, it was a fantastic way to give Benoit his moment. It's not much more to say apart from it was a very good Royal Rumble. It's memorable. Unfortunately, we don't really remember it anymore. Well, a lot of people in the WWE don't remember it anymore. But it's still a great match, so I've got to give it its due. And remember, it made Orton a star. Orton was the star in this match with Benoit. It's number 7. It's 2004 Royal Rumble. The 2018 Royal Rumble comes in at number 6. Shinsuke Nakamura eliminated Roman Reigns last to go to WrestleMania. This is a very consistent match with loads of silly, funny and exciting spots. The start of the match was very clever with the Elias entry, the surprise entrance of NXT stars at the time, Adam Cole and Andrade. John Cena being in the match and having a great showing. Hurricane Helms coming in for a little cameo. Rey Mysterio's fantastic return. The ending with the old school versus new school. Nakamura, Finn Balor's Iron Man performance. Rusev being over. And then the final four, Finn Balor, John Cena, and then the final 2, Roman Reigns and Shinsuke Nakamura. It was a popular winner. We enjoyed it. It was the right decision. Great match. Not much you can say bad about this. It was just well put together. The crowd was on fire. And in the end, Shinsuke Nakamura won, beating Roman Reigns 2018 Royal Rumble comes in at number 6. Coming in at number 5, the 2008 Royal Rumble. I've only got a minute to talk about this one, so I'm going to go really quickly. John Cena wasn't supposed to be in the match. He was the 30th entrance. He came in and he won by eliminating Triple H last. It looked like Triple H was going to win, but it was a great surprise. We didn't see it coming, and that's what we want sometimes in wrestling. Star power, Batista, and they came with the other two in the final 4. Let's not forget them 1 and 2. They were in the match majority of it. Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, they put on some fantastic performances. We had the little cameo from Mick Foley. Good to see him back wrestling in New York. Jimmy Snuka and Ronnie Piper having that little showdown, running back the years. Great performances, some young stars at the time, CM Punk, John Morrison, Cody Rhodes. So it was altogether a really, really good match. And it was put together well received, big shock. And in the end, John Cena defeated Triple H, which was probably the right result. Everyone went home happy. And that comes in at number 5, the 2008 Royal Rumble. Coming in at number 4 is 2010. Edge made a shocking return, not 2020. We might get to that one. But he made a shocking return in 2010 to win the Royal Rumble. He eliminated John Cena to do it. Star power was amazing in this match. Final 4 was John Cena, Edge, Batista, Shawn Michaels, who we'll get to in a second. We also had Chris Jericho, Triple H, CM Punk, Kane, Big Show, to say a few. Triple H always put a strong performance. He surprised elimination from Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels' story going into it. We all thought he was going to win it. He put an absolutely amazing performance. He was the star of this show. CM Punk at the start on the mic eliminating people. He was the star of the show. So many things going into this match. And then when Edge came in and won the match, everyone went nuts. It was fantastic, well put together Royal Rumble. It was fast paced. There wasn't any boring parts. Not many people in the ring at the time after maybe the 15th, 16th entry. Few people got to show their skills. 2010 Royal Rumble comes in at number 4, where Edge won it. So number 3 is the most recent Royal Rumble on this list, the 2020 men. Quick honourable mention, the Women's Rumble that year was decent, just missed out. But this men's one men were all fantastic. Drew McIntyre won it, eliminating Roman Reigns last. The star power, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Edge, which we'll get to, Brock Lesnar, which we'll get to, Drew McIntyre who won it, AJ Styles. Oh wow, so many stars in this match. Edge returned. Yes, Edge returned after 9 long years. What a moment, what an ovation, what a performance. Brock Lesnar, amazing run. It was actually really, really well set out, really well. Even bit with Shelton Benjamin. He gave Keith Lee a bit of the rub of the green. MVP's return. Obviously, Drew McIntyre being elevated by eliminating him. It was just well set out, and he looked really good. Seth Rollins coming in thinking he was going to win. Edge and Randy Orton part, and in the end, Drew McIntyre eliminated Roman Reigns to win this match. It was a fantastic Rumble. It comes in at number 3, 2020. 1992 comes in at number 2. What a classic! If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Ric Flair eliminated Sid Justice to win the WWF Championship. The star power in this match was unbelievable. Hulk Hogan, the winner Ric Flair, Sid Justice, Randy Savage, Undertaker, Sergeant Slaughter, Roddy Piper, British Bulldog, Ted DiBiase, and I'm probably missing people as well. It was just really well set out. British Bulldog having that great start, eliminating Ted DiBiase straight away. Ric Flair, who put on one of the greatest performances in WWF history. He won the match, of course. He came in at number 3. The way that he was in the middle and then Roddy Piper come in and he had put on performance. Hulk Hogan had a performance. Randy Savage needed to learn the rules. But still, we'll take that one away. It was a great match, great ending. It was well set out. Ric Flair needed help. Hulk Hogan, baby. But it was great. It was star power. It was storytelling. It was a classic. 1992 comes in at 2. Coming in at number 1 is the 2001 Royal Rumble. The greatest wrestler of all time, Stone Cold Steve Austin, eliminated Kane to win his 3rd Rumble in 4 years. What absolutely fantastic and exhilarating ride. It was perfectly set out. Storytelling. Austin getting attacked by Triple H. Then in the ending with Rock and Kane. Rock and Kane putting on fantastic performances. The latter, Kane put on, for me, the greatest Royal Rumble performance of all time. He deserves a win after this, but what a performance. Eliminating all these men, doing it the way he did it. The Undertaker coming in to help Kane. Rikishi's 30 spot. Surprises. Obviously, Drew Carey coming in. It was perfect. It was fantastic. It just all went together. Obviously, the right man won. Go watch the match. Go watch the ending. It's one of the greatest endings of all time in the Royal Rumble as well. Right man won. It's just brilliant. It's a thrill from start to finish. Number one, it's 2001 Royal Rumble.